Very few people know the power of the law of assumption. I'm going to give you a few steps here. When used consistently, these are very simple steps. You actually can manifest the very thing that you desire. So the simple steps go like this. First of all, you got to be very clear about what it is that you want to manifest. Get yourself in the state between restfulness and sleep. This exercise is done just before you're falling aside. So you want to be very relaxed in the body. You want to be laying in bed on your back, ideally. And when your body is fully relaxed, and your mind is still alert. See, your body can be relaxed, but you want your mind to be alert enough to imagine the specifics of the life that you want to create. You want to be able to see what it is in your mind's eye, and you want to see it like it's happening and continue to focus on it. And then let yourself drift away into the state of sleep, but you're in the consciousness of your dream fulfilled. And do this every night. To illustrate this, I would like to read you a short story. Oh, it's just so heartwarming to hear the story. It's from the book The Power of Awareness by Neville Goddard. He is a metaphysical writer and a thinker. He was born in 1905 and he transitioned in 1972. And he says that this is a story of a very unexpected result of an interview with a lady who came to consult with Neville. Okay. So one afternoon, a young grandmother, a businesswoman in New York, came to see me, he says. She brought along her 9-year-old grandson who was visiting her from his home in Pennsylvania. Neville is in New York, and he's been in New York for since he was 17. Anyway, in response to her questions that this grandmother was asking Neville, he explained the law of assumption, describing in detail the procedure to be followed in attaining an objective. The boy sat quietly, apparently absorbed in a small toy truck, while Neville explained to the grandmother the method of assuming the state of consciousness that would be hers were her desire already fulfilled. So, assume the state of consciousness as if your desire is already fulfilled, that state of consciousness. Neville told the story of the soldier in camp who each night fell asleep, imagining himself to be in his own bed in his own home. So when the boy and his grandmother were leaving, the little boy looked up to Neville and he said with great excitement, I know what I'm going to do. I know what I want, and I know now how to get it. Surprised, Neville asked what he wanted. And he said he had his heart set on a puppy. To this, the grandmother vigorously protested, telling the boy that it had been made very clear repeatedly that he could not have a dog under any circumstances, that his father and mother would not allow it, that the boy was too young to care for it properly, and furthermore, the father had a deep dislike for dogs. He actually hated to have one around. All these arguments, the boy passionately desirous of having a dog, he just refused to understand. Now I know what to do, he said. Every night, just as I'm going off to sleep, I'm going to pretend that I have a dog and we are going for a walk. No, said the grandmother. That is not what Mr. Neville means. This was not meant for you. You cannot have a dog. Approximately 6 weeks later, the grandmother tells Neville an astonishing story. The boy's desire to own a dog was so intense that he had absorbed all that his grandmother had learned from Mr. Neville, and he had now applied it to attain his own desire. He believed, the little boy believed implicitly that at last he now knew how he was going to get a dog. Putting his belief into practice, for many nights, the boy imagined a dog was lying in his bed beside him. In imagination, he petted the dog, actually feeling its fur. Things like playing with the dog and taking it for a walk filled his mind. Within a few weeks, it happened. A newspaper in the city in which the boy lived organized a special program in connection with Kindness to Animals Week. All school children were requested to write an essay on why I would like to own a dog. After entries from all the schools were submitted and judged, the winner of the contest was announced. The very same boy who weeks before in Mr. Neville's apartment in New York had told him, "Now I know how I'm going to get a dog," he was the winner. In an elaborate ceremony, which was publicized with stories and pictures in the newspaper, the boy was awarded a beautiful Kali puppy. In relating this, the grandmother told Mr. Neville that if the boy had been given the money with which to buy a dog, the parents would have refused to do so and would have used it to buy a bond for the boy or put it in the savings account for him for the future. Furthermore, if someone had made the boy a gift of a dog, they would have refused and just given it away. But the dramatic manner in which the boy got the dog, the way he won the citywide contest, the stories and the pictures and the newspaper, the pride of the achievement and joy of the boy himself, all combined to bring about a change of heart in the parents. And they found themselves doing that which they never conceived possible. They allowed him to keep the dog. All this the grandmother explained to Mr. Neville, and she concluded by saying that there was one particular kind of dog on which the boy had his heart set. It was a collie. So you see, you too can create what you want. All you need to do is get yourself in that state between restfulness and sleep. Be very clear about what it is that you want. Be relaxed in your body, lying on your back. Your body's fully relaxed, but your mind is alert. Your mind is imagining the specifics of the life that you want to create. You see it as real and continue to focus on it. And then let yourself drift away into sleep. But you're in the consciousness of your dream fulfilled. Do this every night. Talk to you soon. Oh God, I can't figure out how to end this stream. Okay, there we go. I think I got it.